Hello everybody. Angie here. I am coming on with a video for you guys. I thought we would do a quick flip through of my safari themed journal that I've been working on over the last couple weeks. I am going to consider that baby done. I did some final little bits off camera just so I can move on to other projects, and I don't want to keep showing you guys the same pages, so I thought I'd just finish it up and then we'd just do a quick walkthrough together. So I hope that you will enjoy this video and you will let me know what you think. I had so much fun doing it, and I have so many papers left over. Oh my goodness, when I got papers for to make a journal, I don't know what I was thinking. I still have so many papers, so I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I guess they'll just go in my arsenal of papers until I pull them out again one day. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. This is pretty much a 6x9 basic standard journal with 1.5-inch spine and 2 signatures. All right, so what we've got is I just used some thin cotton fabric, and I used 2 different patterns for the cover, and then I overlaid it with this type of mesh stuff. I don't know what it's called. But I thought that kind of tied in well with the safari theme. And as you can see, the cover, put a beautiful giraffe on the front with the second patterned fabric there underneath. And then just these little wooden chips to accent that. A nice big button. And I used a hair tie ribbon closure, hair tie closure. And that's all that little baby is. Just like that. Goes around. Those work really well. Okay, so let's get into this baby real quick. All right, these beautiful papers here I got off of Temu, and they're just absolutely fantastic. And I don't think hardly anything to the pages that I used those papers on. This one I just did a little fussy cut of an elephant. I raised it a little bit with some foam tape just to give it a little bit of elevation, and that's it. Nice big side pocket here. Look at that. Isn't he gorgeous? Nice big writing spot on the back. And in we go. Okay, and I just used some random papers that I had laying around. I used graph paper, coffee dyed paper, you'll see, just a random selection of papers. I didn't really think too much about that. These were just some fussy cut elements that I did. Layered those, made a little tuck spot to hold a tag there, and then just put a little washi element right there on the top corner. I thought that's really pretty. Okay, get them over here. I did a diagonal pocket with a flip out, or flip up I guess you would say, and a nice big writing spot there, and then a little smaller little tuck spot pocket right down here on the bottom, and that houses just a cute little something to doodle on if you want. Nice big tag, and another nice big tag. Some of them I left square, some of them I did the tag shape. I just did random ones on those, but that is really pretty. And then another little vintage page there, just left that blank. Oh, I've got to tell you guys, this paper I just got when I finished up the journal. This leopard print. It's tissue paper. Let me show you. Hold on. Right here. Sorry. This last weekend, I went, or I shouldn't say I went, for Mother's Day. I got a gift for Mother's Day, and it was a piece of jewelry. And they wrapped it in this paper. You will not, I can't tell you how excited I was. I think I think I was more excited to see this tissue paper than the actual piece of jewelry that I got for Mother's Day. It's just funny. If you're a crafter, you get it, okay? So I couldn't wait to get home, and I just sprinkled some of this in and out the journal on random pages. So you'll see a little bits and pieces of this tissue paper here and there. Absolutely love it. Came in perfect, just to kind of tie things up. All right, moving right along. Here I've got a flip out pocket page kind of an element there. You flip it out and you got a nice good sized pocket here. House a couple tags. Get those back in. And then here we've got a flip down with a little hidden writing spot there. And isn't that gorgeous? I love this book page. I thought that went really well with the animal theme. Looks like jungle and safari and all that good stuff. Okay, just put a little bit of element there, a fussy cut element there, put some washi tape. And then when you close it back up, you've got a side pocket there. Okay, and I just put a little tag and some little binoculars. Can't be on safari without binoculars, right? Because you can't get too close to these animals. Okay, and then a little writing spot tag there. And you can actually write on both sides if you wanted to. This is the writing side, this is decorated, but it's just stenciled with some ink, but you could write on that side as well if you wanted to. Isn't that pretty? Okay, this here, just some music pages, and I tried to just cover up the titles, the song titles. Just I didn't think they were relevant to the actual journal, so I just put a piece of washi tape there. Some more of that beautiful tissue paper with a giraffe fussy cut. Some fussy cut zebras there. Here's a little smaller page with a flip out envelope to house a couple more tags there. I won't pull them all the way out, but there's 2 in there. Did some stenciling along with a transparent sticker there. Isn't that pretty? Oh, and a little teeny strip of that fabric right along the edge there. Okay. And then on this side, I just glued it down at the edge, and that houses a little, kind of like a little mini belly band there, and that has a long tag in there for writing. Piece of vellum, and just to strengthen it a little bit, I ran a piece of washi tape along the edge of that. Okay, on this page, I did a diagonal belly band, and I just cut out some of the square elements from some of the papers I had, and I just did a diagonal belly band there, and a nice big journal card there, and I just did some washi tape around the edges, put a little sticker on the back, and coffee dyed paper. Nice and sturdy one there. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And then we come to this one here. This was a manila envelope. And you know how you fold them in half, so you'll see the other half on the other side. So I just layered that one with some of the designer paper. And then on this side, I folded it over to make a side tuck. And I love this tag. Use some more of that wildflower book page. Fussy cut a lion there. And just backed it with some coffee dyed paper. And then I just did a different style cut on this journal card. And that just tucks right in. Just like that. Oh, and did some stenciling on the back of that, just like that. Very pretty. Okay, some different size pages here. I love this one. Did some stenciling in the background, fussy cut a nice big gorilla, and a little bit of greenery. And he's just a decorative page. There's not. I thought about leaving it open for a tuck, but I just think it's nice just like that. Okay, just a little element here. Flip out writing spot there. Again, I used some of that tissue paper. And then this page here, just a designer series page. I did some washi tape on the top and bottom. Did a little small little tuck spot pocket there with a couple little writing elements there to do a little jotting on those backs of those. And just left those blank. I thought that was nice and cute. Here we've got a kind of another interactive page. I did some flip outs there. You can untie it and open it up to see the beauty of the page there. Some more of that book page. I'm not going to untie it right now because I'll have a hard time getting it back tied up. And then just a little writing spot tucked in behind it. A couple little stickers. And I just kind of cut away most of the white spot outer border edge on those. I thought that was nice. Then we get to the middle section of the first signature. And I did a interactive page there. Again, I love these papers. Did nothing to them. I just added this little interactive element here on the bottom to where you kind of get to see some more pieces there. I used some more of that mesh or whatever you want to call that. and some cardboard. Okay, this page just did some stenciling, did a side tuck with a couple sticker elements, fussy cut another little animal, that's a little baby fox, and just tucked in a journal card. Just like that. Very nice. Here we've got a little pull down writing spot there. Again, I just covered up the title of the book page and just put a little sticker there. And I thought that was really nice. Just simplicity, I'll tell you. Some of those pages, you don't have to go over and above, I think, sometimes. Sometimes we tend to, but we don't always have to. Okay, a little double pocket page here. Again, covered up the title. Did a double pocket. So there's a pocket there and a pocket there. And I think those two papers complement each other very well. Here we've got a flip out page here. It's decorative. Got a nice big writing spot there. A couple transparent stickers. A decorative page there. Then you fold that down, and when you fold it out this way, you've got a nice big writing spot there. And I just ended it with some different washi tapes on both sides. Very nice. And then on the back side of those, I just did a lot of fussy cutting. A lot of fussy cutting on this journal also. So I fussy cutted a lot of the animals, layered those, and put a little small pocket with a couple little mini tags there. They'll sit right in there. This is the other side of the manila envelope. Just did a little sticker, decorated the flap. Again, brought in some more of that beautiful tissue paper and a nice big journal card. Again, I didn't do anything to those papers. They're already really sturdy and beautiful on their own, and they've got a little glossy finish as well. Okay, so when you open that up, you got something pretty, and then when you close it, you got a little element there as well. Okay, and here I just did a little collage. That was just a little scrap piece of that beautiful paper that I had left over. Didn't want it to go to waste. And a little sticker. Look at that. Those papers are just gorgeous. I'm going to have to see if I can find some more, maybe with a different design other than Safari. Maybe they'll have something vintage or something. I'm going to have to do some searching and see if I can find something, because that is gorgeous. And then a nice big journal card. And the tab, I thought kind of tied the colors tied in with this page, so that's what I chose that for. Okay, got a little envelope just clipped in, and oh, I didn't put anything in that bag envelope. I'll have to stick something in there. And I thought that blue envelope kind of tied in with that little blue stamp there, so I chose that page. Another manila vellum. This here's just a piece of stationery. I like that green, so I used that, and then I tied in some green elements to kind of go with that little border edge. I did a little, kind of a little pocket with a little turtle, fussy cut him out, and put a little small journaling spot there. Another piece of that beautiful paper, and then I fussy cut the head of the lion, and used a small piece of that mesh again behind him. You can see that. Okay, here I just used a piece of that designer series kind of paper. I had fussy cut the animals out of that portion, and I still had this portion. So I said, well, let's just use that for a tuck, and I just put it in as an up tuck. And we got a couple journaling spots for that, as well as fussy cut a little toucan for that upper corner there. All I did to this page was just put a little tab on there. Nice big pocket on this page with a nice journaling spot there, as well as you can see, loads of room for journaling. Loads of room for journaling. I probably won't even get around to using this one, probably till next year, because I've got 2 journals going right now. Okay, this is the middle section, the back page of the first signature and the first page of the second signature. And I just layered some envelopes that I handmade folded and made with some of these 6x6 papers. And I love how that turned out. And then just put some washi tape on the outer edges. Here, you know how sometimes we do fabric flip pages? I just did a little flip page with a piece of vellum paper that I had left over. And just put a little collaged element there up in the upper right, along with a piece of washi tape. Again here, just trickled in a piece of that beautiful paper, put a tab, and on the back side, a little fussy cut element that I had laying around, made that into a little tuck spot, and I had this laying around, just this little small little tablet, and I just tucked that right in there. Just a collage page here. Thought that turned out really nice. Side tuck on this page, again, a piece of that beautiful paper. For bottom of the book page, a nice journaling spot, and some layering up on the top border there. Okay, what do we got? Here I just used that beautiful head from the lion there. A little collaging on the bottom page of this one. Vellum. A little, double tuck, side tuck here, and a little top tuck right up on there. So I'll have to put something in there too. There's a couple pages I missed. I got plenty of paper left over, so that's not a problem. Okay, brought in another piece of that beautiful paper. This one here was some smaller pages that I combined. I glued them together, made a nice big pocket there. These were just some scrap pieces that I had left over. I just layered some washi tape and stickers on those. Put a little bunny, layered that there. Thought that was kind of cute. Then when you get to the back side of those pages, nice big piece of that tissue paper. I fussy cut out this handsome boar here. And then I used this top portion and made a little smaller side pocket with a journaling card there. And that sits just like that. And I didn't do anything there specifically because I thought, you know, this was pretty loud and bold on its own and I didn't need to. Thought about doing some stenciling or something, or maybe bringing in a big tree, but I changed my mind. Here I did a around the page belly band using this I made with tea bags. I did some stamping and this and that, and it's around the page. It goes all the way around, so it's belly band on this side and a belly band on the opposite side. Just did a little layering with some stickers and a fussy cut leopard there. Journaling spot goes inside there. And the other side, I just put a nice pretty transparent sticker. Again, that beautiful paper. I did a nice big top loading pocket here. I won't pull it all the way out. It is a little snug, but nice big journaling card there. Let's see if I can get it back in. It's a little snug. Once you pull things out a couple times, then it loosens up. Okay. Very pretty. Okay, middle of the signature there. I thought about doing another one of that interactive things there, but it's so bulky, I decided not to do it on this one. So I just left that plain. Did some stenciling and some collaging on this page. Kept that simple. Again, a little fussy cut element there and a little small envelope there with a little journaling spot. I thought that was cute. Some more of that beautiful tissue, and just put a sticker up there to cover the heading of that page. Some more fussy cut elements and stickers. Another piece of that beautiful washi, or not washi, I'm sorry, tissue paper. And again on this side with a sticker. A little collaged section down here below on this bottom corner with a little cheetah. Nice big journaling spot there, and this was just a cut off strip that I had left over. Again, didn't want it to go to waste, so I just glued that down on the edge. Vellum and another pocket page with the little collage. We're using stickers and some more of that tissue paper and some more washi tape. Line that around and a nice big journaling card there. Washi, sticker. This page here, another piece of that tissue paper with a fussy cut giraffe, and I made a kind of a slot to hold this tablet. And this is just a waterfall little tablet of pieces that I had left over, and it sits just like that. I thought that was nice. And just a little sticker here, and I think, yeah, I did. This is an up-tuck pocket there. So there's a few things I need to still fill in. So that's a little up-tuck pocket to hold a journaling spot there. Just another piece of that pretty tissue paper on the edge, front and back of that page. And then another big pocket with that beautiful book page, a little sticker, baby owl with the journaling spot, and then just a little element there. And on the back side, another little element just to add a little something to that. Plenty of writing space. And the last page is that fabric, and I put a piece of that beautiful paper down along with just a small smidge piece of the tissue paper. And that is it. And that's the back. Got a lot of lint from my desk. And that, my friends, is my safari journal. Not bad. And we got through it in a very short amount of time. It's not too bulky, but as you can see, that first signature from having that interactive page, it brought a lot of bulk. So that's why I chose not to do it on the second signature. But as you can see, it's not too bulky. Closes nicely and sits nice and straight. And that's just what I wanted. So I am very, very pleased with that. But anyway, I am going to let you guys go. I hope you guys like that flip through. Love to hear what you think. And as always, thank you for stopping by my channel. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.